Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Review a Day. Today we are going to talk about one of the most seminal comic book storylines in history, which is Iron Man, Demon in a Bottle by David Michelin, Bob Layton, and John Romita Jr. Now, I had actually never read this until recently. Obviously, I was familiar with what it is. Spoiler, Tony Stark is an alcoholic. This is what developed that character trait and really pushed it forward, culminating in the issue Demon in a Bottle, where he deals with his alcoholism. I had high expectations for this book, considering that it's so well known and so well talked about, and is considered the most important Iron Man storyline of all time. Obviously, it's something that is continually referred to in his character. Iron Man's an alcoholic; he can't have a drink. Something he struggles with constantly. Writers bring up all the time. Um, David Michelin, really good. Bob Layton, really good. John Romita Jr., obviously really good. I think you know where this is going. This, not really good at all. And actually, I would recommend don't read it. Keep it in your head as better than it is. Because the deal is, it's totally fine, old school Marvel comic books. Iron Man teams up with Namor. They fight, and then they team up together to battle the big evil. There's some fun comic book fights. There's some good pencils in there. It's totally straightforward, old school Marvel superheroics, which is cool, of course. And it's nice to see the actual Avengers and the actual Avengers Mansion, not to be totally snarky about that. But the first 4 or 5 issues that are in this collection are just there's one mention of like, boy, I really need a drink. Anyway, we got to go on and fight. And then the last issue, they deal with his alcoholism overnight. He literally is cured of his alcoholism after one terrible night. Then he goes, has a bad day, struggles, looks at a bottle. He's like, nope, I'm over my alcoholism. Totally cool, dudes. So first of all, you only need to read this issue. You definitely don't need to spend what is it, $25 on a hardcover collection of this to read one issue. Second of all, the issue is clumsily handled, I think. For the time period that it came out in, I have to imagine that this was very well done and revolutionary. I have to imagine that not a lot of people were dealing with alcoholism. Obviously, you have a kiddie superhero like Iron Man. Bing! Oh, I hit a nice glow there and then missed it. I'm a little drunk myself. I thought that would be a funny little theme thing to do. But obviously, this is breaking new ground and allowed people to talk about alcoholism in superhero comic books. But the entire time I was reading this, I couldn't help but wish that somebody now would remake this and deal with it in a very realistic, actually being able to talk about alcoholism way. How cool would that be? Take like the Mythos series or something like that. I think it would be neat to see them do that. Or Matt Fraction, who's doing such an amazing job on Iron Man right now. It would be neat to see him do like an Iron Man Secret Origins the same way Jeff Johns is doing Green Lanterns right now. Spend a couple issues, go back, rewrite this storyline, make it better. Or at the very least, make it more modern. Perhaps it's my modern sensibilities sneaking through. Last little note about this, there's been a lot of talk about, man, if you're going to do Iron Man 2, you got to do Demon in a Bottle. Boy, I hope they don't do that. Really, not at all. You can deal with his alcoholism, totally cool, but don't even take anything from this storyline. Again, for what it is at the time, I'm sure it was fine. Reading it now, it reads kind of silly and is totally unnecessary. You know that Iron Man is an alcoholic, or he was an alcoholic. That's all you need to know. Disagree with me? What do you think? Have you read it recently? Do you think I'm totally wrong? And do you think I'm super long? Like, am I a long guy? That came out dirtier than I meant it. But do you think I'm wrong? What do you think about this storyline? Should I not be slagging off a kind of classic storyline like this? Let me know. And we will see you guys tomorrow.